What's up, guys? It's Chris. Welcome back to VHP Engines. So, just in case you guys caught the fucking post, I got a whole bunch of things, just kind of spraying in my fucking head that I want to talk about, but now's not really a great time, so I'm going to do this one and save the rest for later tonight when I have the quiet time and to sit here and do this properly. Anyway, one of the things I came up with, want to talk about, was the fact that, snippets. There's a lot of times during the week that, or when I publish a new video, there'll be comments on there. People ask me different things, and it'll be stuff that I didn't mention specifically, whether it be for a reason or on purpose, or accidental that I left something out. So it leaves a lot of times stuff that, I can't cover every little single detail. Sometimes I don't think it's worth to cover every single little detail, and it comes up in a question. So I figure, I'm still responding, but, to that way, for anybody else who's thinking along the same thing, I can share it with everybody just in case other people are thinking it and didn't ask. So I think what I'm going to start doing at the end of the weeks, I plan on doing 2 or 3 videos a week at least. Then I'll just go through my comments, take the questions, and the ones that are, that I think that should be addressed, and instead of just going to individually answering questions on comments, which, like I said, I still do, I'll make a small video, 5 or 6 minutes, to address those. So there's that. And so also, I guess I'll start out with doing something like that. This is, a lot of times, you get these little questions, and I don't want to keep making follow-up videos, like I kind of did with the import engine topic and all that stuff. So, but this time, some of this stuff is kind of old, and one of the things is from this morning. One of them being my homemade wash tank, and people ask me what I use Purple Power. I've always used Purple Power, and people ask me there's been a lot of people that are like, oh, I like to use diesel instead, or gasoline instead. Well, the reason why I don't use that is just because it's not, that shit, gas and diesel, it's fuel, it breaks down over time and evaporates and all that stuff and expands in the heat. I can put my Purple Power in a bucket and literally keep it for years, and it'll be the same strength and concentration and all that good stuff. It never goes away. So when you mass produce something, when you're doing engines all the time, like I normally do when I'm in the flow of things, it's not very practical to go out and get fuel every engine I'm going to do. I'm literally paying money for every time I'm going to clean. I'm not going to do that. So Purple Power in a bucket, stays forever, no problem. Okay, and so another thing to address would be, commenter this morning. Never seen the dude comment before, so I guess he's somewhat new subscriber, or maybe not new subscriber, maybe just somebody passing through. But he's like, oh, well, nobody makes anything for my engine. It's a, K24 Z3. So shout out to that guy. Well, the thing is, man, don't get caught up too much in the after following number letter thing, because that's, it's the same family. A quick search on Wikipedia just to look at all the engines. What you want to look for is a compression, stroke, crank size. If most of the times when you're looking at the D16, there's an A6, B7, all those fucking bullshits. You don't need to worry so much about that, because most of them are all the same engine. It's just they came out in different chassis, different parts of the world, stuff like that, but same engine, maybe with a little bit of tweaks, like an intake manifold is different or whatnot, something like that. But 9 out of 10 times, you're going to see the power and torque is the same, stroke is the same, rod is the same, pistons are the same. Now, you can't generalize that with every single engine. You can't say, well, they're all fucking, they're all like that, so don't worry about it 100%. But do a basic check. Don't just be like, oh, well, when I look for parts, I don't see Z3 or I don't see A6. If it's the same family, you don't need it. So, don't get caught up so much in that, in the letter number that follows after it. Just look at your family group. That's why people ask me, what do I need to do to modify this D16? And I'm like, well, just go look for D16 parts on eBay. Just type in D16. Well, I don't see it for the A6. It's the same. It's the same shit, so you don't need to worry about that. All right, so anyway, I've already pretty much locked in what I'm going to do with the B18 build, but I'm trying not to step on his toes. I'm trying to keep it separate. I went back and looked at my checklist, and I put B18 NA builds, right? And then I have another one that's for NA budget builds, right? And those are 2 different things, because NA builds in general is whatever you can do NA. and then there's the budget build, which is what can I do on the cheap side. So I guess I'm gonna tweak the video or tweak the conversation I was gonna have a little bit, because you know me, my natural instinct is to always go the cheap route. So I'm gonna have to see if I'm gonna merge those two topics into one video, or try and keep it separate. Yeah, I guess your guys' feedback on that could help, because I don't plan on doing this till tonight. And I think there was also another idea that popped up in my head, but now I'm fucking lost it because I got distracted. Anyway, yeah, so just to let you guys know that I am coming out with something tonight that I promised. I'm going to do the V18 NA builds first, because that overwhelmingly got the nod for people requesting. So anyway, remember guys, that whole list is going to get made. You know, those are all the videos that are on my priority right now, you know, but that's just the one we're going to do next. Yeah, and then I might do the budget NA build next, because it kind of, if I don't merge the two videos together, that's probably the one I'm going to do next, just because of the fact that it so closely follows it. Oh, that's the other idea that popped in my head. I don't think I've done it yet. You know, I'd have to search through my videos real quick to see if I have it. I don't think I have. I'm going to talk about ARP rod bolts, installation, when to use them, and all that good stuff. All right, guys. So thanks for watching, and peace.